I remember the smell of burnt coffee and cheap paint. That was our beginning. Anna and I had nothing but a dream when we opened our first cafe in Chicago. The walls were cracked, the tables secondhand, and the debts endless. But we had each other. I was the dreamer, always sketching ideas on napkins, imagining how our cafe could one day become a chain. Anna was the strategist, counting every coin, negotiating with suppliers, making sure we survived another week. We slept on the cafe floor more nights than I can count. I would whisper to her, "We'll survive, Anna, I promise." And she would smile, exhausted but radiant, and say, "I believe you." Those words kept me alive. Those words built our empire. Years passed and we grew, from one cafe to many, from debts to profits, from anonymity to recognition. I thought we were unstoppable. I thought love and trust were enough. But I was wrong. Richard. His name still tastes bitter in my mouth. He was everything I despised in business: arrogant, manipulative, obsessed with power. He opened his own chain across town, sleek and modern, and declared war on us. He undercut our prices, stole our employees, dragged us into lawsuits. I fought him every day, believing Anna was by my side. But she wasn't. She met him at a gala. I wasn't there. I was working late, trying to save us from his attacks. She told me later it was just business, but I know now it was the beginning of the end. I didn't see it at first. The late nights, the secret phone calls, the coldness in her touch. I thought she was tired. I thought she was stressed. But she was with him. While I fought Richard in courtrooms and boardrooms, she was in his hotel rooms. While I bled for our business, she whispered promises to him. And I was blind. The night I found the bottle, I felt my world collapse. A fine California red, laced with death. She had rehearsed it in her mind. Dinner, laughter, a toast, and then silence. She wanted me gone. She wanted everything we built. She wanted him. But I wasn't blind anymore. I hired a private investigator. I gathered the evidence, photographs, recordings, proof of the poison. I built my own folder of betrayal, and I waited. That evening, I prepared everything myself. The table was set with care, candles flickered against the walls, and soft music played in the background. I wanted her to feel safe, to believe her plan was working. Anna poured the wine, her hands steady, her smile carefully rehearsed. She thought she was in control. I lifted the glass, let it hover near my lips, and then placed it down untouched. "Anna," I said quietly, "I know." Her face froze. I slid the folder across the table. Inside were photographs of her with Richard, recordings of their whispers, proof of the poison. Every page was a wound, but I wanted her to see them all. Every lie, every betrayal, every plan to kill me, I whispered. Her lips parted, but no words came. Her eyes darted to the wine glass, then back to me. Her hands shook. Tears filled her eyes. I thought I wanted freedom," she whispered. I looked at her, the woman I had built my life with. "No," I said. "You wanted wealth. You wanted him, and you were willing to kill me for it." The door opened. Richard stepped in. I had invited him. He saw the folder, the evidence, the truth. His face twisted with rage. He realized she had played us both, promising him everything, but secretly planning to keep it all for herself. "Anna, you're nothing but a liar." And he left, slamming the door, vowing never to see her again. Anna collapsed to the floor, sobbing. She crawled toward me, clutching my leg. "David, forgive me, please." I looked down at her, the woman I once loved more than life itself. My eyes were full of sorrow, not anger. "I gave you everything, my love, my trust, my dreams, and you destroyed it all. I don't hate you, Anna. I pity you, because you've killed the only thing that ever truly belonged to you. Us." I walked away, leaving her in the flickering candlelight, surrounded by the ruins of her choices. She remained alone, clutching the poisoned glass, realizing that the poison was never meant for me. It was meant for her, for the life she had destroyed with her own hands. I wanted to scream at her. I wanted to ask, was any of it real? Did you ever love me? But I stayed silent. Silence was my weapon. Inside me raged a storm. Part of me still loved her, still wanted to believe she was the woman who once whispered hope into my ear. Another part of me wanted her gone, wanted her punished for every lie. I realized then, betrayal isn't just an act, it's a slow poison. It seeps into every memory, every smile, every kiss, until nothing is pure anymore. Richard haunted me long before Anna betrayed me. He was the shadow at every meeting, the name whispered in every lawsuit, the face that smirked across every courtroom. I fought him with everything I had, believing Anna was beside me. But she wasn't. She was with him. And when I saw them together in those photographs, I felt something break inside me. Not just trust, not just love, something deeper, something that made me question whether I had ever truly known her at all. Richard thought he had won. He thought Anna was his, but the folder revealed the truth. She had planned to betray him, too. She wanted it all. My empire, his empire, everything. When Richard saw the evidence, his rage was volcanic. He realized he was just another pawn in her game. He left her in disgust, vowing never to see her again. And in that moment, Anna lost everything. When I walked out of that room, leaving Anna on the floor, I felt both lighter and heavier at the same time. Lighter because the truth was finally spoken. Heavier because the truth had destroyed everything I thought I knew. I stepped outside into the cold night. The city lights blurred through my tears. I had fought so many battles in boardrooms, in courtrooms, against Richard's empire. But this was the first battle I had lost inside my own home. And the worst part? I hadn't lost to Richard. I had lost to Anna. As I walked, memories attacked me. I remembered the first time Anna and I painted the cafe walls. She had streaks of paint on her cheeks, laughing as she pretended to be a customer ordering coffee. I kissed her then, tasting paint and hope. I remembered the night we celebrated our first profit. We had only $50 left after paying debts, but we bought cheap wine and toasted to survival. She looked at me with eyes full of love and said, "We'll build something great, David, you and me." Those words echoed now like a cruel joke. Silence became my companion. I didn't scream. I didn't rage. I carried the betrayal inside me like a stone. People asked why Anna wasn't around anymore. I told them she was taking time, but the truth was she was drowning in her own emptiness. I saw her once, weeks later. She was sitting alone in the cafe we had built, staring at the walls as if they were ghosts. She didn't see me. Or maybe she did, but she couldn't bear to look. I rebuilt my life slowly, brick by brick, scar by scar. I hired new people, expanded the business, and poured my pain into work. Every success felt hollow at first, but eventually I realized something. I didn't need Anna. I didn't need Richard. I didn't need anyone to validate what I had built. I had survived.